Soul sovereignty will be targeting the root chakra to trigger its energies to move to and throughout you all into our reality. And then soul coexistence will be what? The root chakra, soul sovereignty. The sacral chakras, soul liberation. And the solar plexus chakra, soul freedom, in one form, will be headed towards the destination of soul coexistence. This is a continuation of the video that just cut off on me. 2 of 1, or 2 of 2. Soul Game Saga. Part 4 of Infinity. Cosmic Yahusha's Somatic Environment Plane Focus. Moving forward. Where was I? I was labeling and describing this 5 soul liberation hierarchies that I'm going to be using to apply all 4 of my final sagas into the world. So their ideas, their methodologies, their practices can manifest to and throughout you all into it. I just finished telling you off the soul words, or what I like to label and describe as the 12 soul durational words, or the 12 soul directional words. The 12 soul directional words. That's what they're really called. I went through my notes again to see different names that I had for them. These are called the 12 soul directional words. And what I just told you were the 12 starting words, starting soul word, the 4 starting soul words out of that list of 12, meaning it's broken down into 3 groups for 812, and the first set of 4 for the somatic environment target are labeled and described as the 4 starting soul words. Then the second 4, the 4 durational soul words, and then the final 4 are the 4 destinational soul words. The 4 starting soul words: soul freedom, soul liberation, soul sovereignty, and soul coexistence. The 4 durational soul words: soul balance, soul pride. I'm replacing soul tranquility with soul pride. I'm going to tell you why in a moment. Soul balance, soul pride, soul principle, soul ethics. Those are going to be the 4 locked in words right there. Balance, pride, principle, ethics. Principle spelled with the P-A-L at the end of it, by the way. Not P-L-E, P-A-L. So it's going to be locked in. These 4 words are going to be locked in for your soul durational words that are soul balance, pride, principle, and ethics. Balance, pride, principle, ethics. Balance, pride, principle, ethics. Soul balance, soul pride, soul principle, soul ethics. Soul balance will be targeting the 3rd eye chakra to trigger its energies to move to and throughout you all into reality. Soul pride will be targeting the throat chakra to trigger its energies to move to and throughout you all into reality. Satisfaction for the soul's achievements. Random note. It appears that our women can only show up at the wrong time in this world here today. It appears that our women can only say something to you at the wrong time in this world here today. Where are they getting these ideas from? Where are the ideas for them to behave this way? Where are they coming from? What source? Do we know? I do. Soul durational words. Soul balance, soul pride, soul principle, soul ethics. Soul principle will be targeting the heart chakra, triggering its energies to move to and throughout you all into reality. Principle, heart of hearts. And then soul ethics. Those 3, in one form, their direction in which they are headed towards. Soul ethics. And then the soul destinational words. I'm going to tell you these right here, and I'm going to move forward to the rest of them, because these are all in the internal hierarchies. Out of the 5 soul liberation hierarchies, 2 will be targeting internally of your psyche, 2 will be targeting the surface level and the physical of your psyche, and then the final one will just be targeting your psyche environment as a whole. Moving forward. The soul destination soul words: soul speed, soul first, soul theocracy, and soul tribe. I said in the previous video that I'm going to switch the soul first with the soul speed. So it'll be soul first, soul speed, soul theocracy, and soul tribe. Soul first will be targeting the soul star chakra. Soul speed will be targeting the crown. Soul theocracy will be targeting the earth star chakra to trigger its energies to move to and throughout you all into reality in a certain way. And then soul tribe. Those 3 in one form are where they're headed towards their destination. You follow what I'm saying? Moving forward now. So, out of the 5 hierarchies, I just told you one of them. The first one is called the 12 spiritual crop lines, or because I want to manifest green, black, and blue, green grounds, black farmers, and blue skies to and throughout you all. That's the whole point of the 12 soul words, or spiritual words, the 12 spiritual combination words. That's the whole point of them. And then the 12 soul words, start, duration, and ending. Start, duration, and destiny. It's the reason why I told you them. It's because this is the direction in which the soul is going to be headed towards those 12 words that I just told you. And then the third hierarchy. Now we're going to be moving forward. The third hierarchy. I'm just going to explain these hierarchies and then close out the video. Saying things out loud that it's going to put love out here, since there ain't no love out here. There ain't no love out here, nor is there any balance out here at all. It's just chaos, disruption, and hatred. So I'm just going to put the opposite of those three things out here by any moral means necessary. Balance, order, and love. Moving forward. So I have another hierarchy. This one is called the 12 divine task. The 12 divine task, also broken off into 3 groups of 4s. 4, 8, 12. The first 4 being called, and what I'm going to be using for this video here, called the 4 divine summoning, the 4 divine summoning process. 4-step divine summoning, that's what it was. Thinking of a name for it, a concrete, locked in name. So I'm thinking of the 4 divine summoning step process, or the 4-step divine summoning. I wanted to keep it in the realm of 4 names to keep it real simple for you to grasp and comprehend and memorize. So the 4-step divine summoning, that's what I'm going to call it. The 4-step divine summoning. 4-step divine summoning. What's the process? Reawakening, reincarnation, resurrection, reestablishing. Reawakening, reincarnation, resurrection, reestablishing. That's the 4-step divine summoning process. Divine summoning, summoning what? The soul. You don't necessarily have to keep saying Yeshua or Jesus or even Yahusha or Yahusha. You don't have to use any of those names, because you want to know why? I'm just summoning the soul's ways into the world. I am summoning the soul to and throughout you all. For in actuality, what we are dealing with is the soul versus the external evil. That's all it is in all honesty. It's just the soul versus evil. The soul versus the world's evil. That's it. So I'm summoning the soul into our spirit, meaning our physical, in a sense, so that the soul can be our driver that'll drive us through this here game, bulldoze all the obstacles down, and get us home pronto. So the 4-step divine summoning. The reawakening will be targeting the solar plexus chakra, triggering its energies to move to and throughout you all into reality. My Oshun. Then you have the reincarnation targeting the sacral chakra, triggering its virtuous qualities to move to and throughout you all into our reality. Then you have the resurrection targeting the root chakra, the physical body, triggering its energies, its soul energies to move to and throughout you all into our physical spiritual reality. And then you have the reestablishment. This should make so much sense to you. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to keep pushing it until it does. Reestablishment. With those 3 in one form, the root chakras, resurrection, the sacral chakras, reincarnation, and the solar plexus chakras, reawakening, all 3 of those things in one form headed towards the soul's reestablishing. Next chakra, the other surface level psyche targeter. You have the 12 environmental purifiers. The 12 environmental purifiers. As always, 4, 8, 12, 3 sets of 4. And each group has its own specific name. The bottom 4 being titled the 4 Psyche Rejuvenation Task. 4 Psyche Rejuvenation Task. I'm working on fully memorizing it so I can stop doing that and just tell you what it is as the sword it's going to be. 4 Psyche Rejuvenation Tasks. That's the bottom 4 for this here hierarchy here. The 12 environmental purifiers. The 4 Psyche Rejuvenation Tasks. What are they? Regeneration, replenishment, restoration, and renewal. That's how I had the order at first. That's how I had the order set up at first for those 4 specific words. I'm going to switch it around though, so it'll target differently. So I'm going to have replenishment, regeneration, restoration, and renewal, meaning replenishment hitting the solar plexus chakra, triggering its energies the right way to move to and throughout you all into reality. Then regeneration, targeting the solar plexus chakra. These people putting us through this circumcision and this female genital mutilation, things of that nature. Regeneration is going to fix all of those problems that were caused there, or caused because of their games in the regard. And then restoration, targeting the physical root chakra's physical body, triggering its energies, its soul root energies to move to and throughout you all into reality. It's all about triggering the soul root, triggering the soul root. What's going to happen when I trigger the soul root? Its energies will reverberate, resonate, swell up in you all, and flood out into the world. Gonna say it so overwhelmingly that you will have no choice but to eventually let it flood. Moving forward. So, restoration and then renewal. The root chakra's restoration. The sacral chakra's regeneration. And the solar plexus chakra's replenishment. All combined into one thing, headed towards the destination of renewal. Moving forward now. Now the final hierarchy. And I'm going to close out the video with a mild explanation about why I just said all of this again. The final hierarchy. It's called the 12 soul supremacy dimensions. The 16, not 12. 16 soul supremacy dimensions. The 16 soul supremacy dimensions. Now, 4, 8, 12, 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. 4, right? Targeting the mind of the psyche, the heart of the psyche, the physical, somatic, unconscious of the psyche, and then the environment in which the psyche is, those three things in one are standing upon. You follow what I'm saying? So, for this one right here, I'm going to be using two groups, 4 and 8. 12 and 16, the 4 targets the heart and the other 4 targets the mind. These two right here are going to target the external, completely external, physical, somatic psyche and your somatic environment, or your environmental somatic, to say the word properly, your environmental somatic. Because remember, even the environment itself is a part of the somatic, or the somatic is a part of the environment, or the environment is one and the same with the somatic, as the somatic is also one and the same with the environment. And whatever your psyche is, your environment will duplicate. So if your psyche is foul, your environment will be foul. If your psyche is good, your environment will be good. Meaning, you create what you are in this world. All of humanity. What are the words? For the body, or for the psyche, calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. Calmness targeting the solar plexus chakra. Love targeting the sacral chakra. Serenity targeting the root chakra. And righteousness, all three of those in one form headed towards that righteous rage. Why does it have to be righteous rage right now? Because everything that we had in this world was destroyed. And we have to get it back by performing the same activities. Destruction. Righteous rage, destruction. As I said, only at the wrong time can they do anything in today's world. Why? What is driving them to be so incorrect with every movement they take in their lives? Meaning our women, our soul pieces, ours. It appears that it is this government in which is driving them to be so wrong. And then they argue and defend and protect their failure or their failing nature. Why? Where are they getting this nature of failure from? Where are they receiving this failure nature from? Righteous rage. The only thing that is going to be required to stop and or destroy these things is the right method towards destroying them. I see one. I found one. And now I'm just making it up as I go. Righteous rage. Righteousness is where the other three forms and one thing will be headed towards. are the three things in one form. Righteous rage, calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. Moving forward. And then the final four for the 16 soul supremacy dimensions. They are as follows. What's good, beautiful, normal, and natural. For once we allow calmness to trigger our solar plexus chakra, love to trigger our sacral chakra, calmness, serenity, love, and then righteousness. All three of those things in one form will be headed towards calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. Calmness, solar plexus, serenity, love. Calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. Love. I'm saying it wrong, aren't I? That's why it's messing me up. Calmness targeting the solar plexus, serenity targeting the sacral chakra, love targeting the physical root chakra, and righteousness, those three in one form are headed towards. That's what happens when you keep getting distracted by things. You lose track of what you're really trying to think about or what you're really trying to say. Always show up at the wrong time and the wrong time only. Blame our women, sure, right? But when you recognize what's causing a mild disturbance in any kind of way and just choose to acknowledge it, why give such remedial, pointless backlash? That is what is happening. That is what's causing it. How do we stop things from imbalancing us, from ever being able to imbalance us again? Nobody likes their psyches to be imbalanced. Nobody likes imbalanced psyches. Your imbalanced psyche will create an imbalanced environment. Your imbalanced psyche will create an imbalanced environment. These words are going to help create a balanced psyche. Nobody wants this in the world, though, because they want the white folk chaos all the time, don't they? You can get mad at me for what I'm saying. I'm just as mad at you all as you all are mad at me for being the one saying it. I have no desire, honestly, to be any of your friend. I only wish to go home. I don't care what you believe in. I just wish to go home. So, calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. To say it correctly this time. Calmness targeting the solar plexus chakra. Serenity targeting the sacral chakra. Love targeting the physical root chakra. And righteous rage, where those three in one form are headed towards. That's how you say it correctly. Said it correctly. And once the target of righteous rage, those three in one form head towards, is completed, what will be manifested unto the environment is what is good, beautiful, normal, and natural. The Earth Star chakra. It's chakra number 0. So that means it can be at anywhere or at any time. Preparing you also for the 8-4, free Yahusha, or free soul. You ain't even gotta say super Jesus. You can just say super soul. You ain't even gotta say cosmic Yahusha. You can just say cosmic soul. You ain't even gotta say free Yahusha. You can just say free soul. And then established. You can just say established soul. You ain't gotta use none of the names, none of the religious beliefs, none of them at all. It's not a gender. This ain't no man about to rule. This ain't no black man about to rule. This ain't no white man about to rule. This ain't no devil goddess about to rule. This is about to be the actual you dominating the world. That's what these words are going to trigger. These words are going to trigger the actual you, the actual balanced, loving you, to conquer this entire world in which you were born into. To conquer this entire reality. And then some. The actual you is going to, who you are right now currently, disappear. My next video is just going to target those 5 soul liberation hierarchies alone and explain them in further detail. But for right now, like I said, I just wanted to finish off what I was saying that'll complete the last video that cut off on me. So, long story short now, this is the somatic plane of cosmic Yahusha, 6'9". Cosmic Yahusha 6-9 somatic plane. One more recap. What are the 6 and what's the 9 for of the somatic plane? Remember, this is going to be targeting the physical part of the psyche as well as the environment in which the psyche is standing upon. So that means there are 2 6-9s to talk about. There's a 6-9 for the body, and then there's a 6-9 for the environment, or the 6-9 for the grounds in which the environment or which the psyche is standing upon. You follow what I'm saying? What are they? The first one is the 4 fundamental forces of human emotion, with the 2 outside being the soul establishment or evil establishment, or the soul belief system versus evil belief system. That's the 6 for the body. Or you see what I'm saying? So it's the 4 then the 2. So, in other words, once you tap in and or stand on the soul's belief system, stand with and end the soul's belief system, those other 4 things that I just told you about, they will merge with it all in one. You follow me? Meaning, the 4 fundamental human emotional forces: positive human emotional force, balanced human emotional force, negative human emotional force, and dead human emotional force. Those 4, once you allow the soul's belief system versus the evil belief system to take over, the soul's belief system will turn them into the following 4 things. Of course, conscious mind being the balanced human emotion, the subconscious mind being the good, purely good human emotion, the physical body being the force of the human emotion, not the negative evil energy. In the soul's hands, it'll just be a force, your force, what you are capable of doing in this world. And then the final one will be the environment itself, now under your control, nothing else's. And then the 9, or the 7 negative foul principalities with the 2 outside. What are they? Vanity, or false pride, jealousy, wrath, greed, gluttony, and lust, and sloth. And then the 2 outside being fear and ignorance. Fear being of the soul, and ignorance fear being of evil, ignorance being of soul right now currently. Ignorance being of soul and fear being of evil right now currently. So once we flip the ignorance of the soul into awareness of the soul, all of the other things being plague or that are plaguing the soul's body will be destroyed, disintegrated, and removed. And everything that was there will be flushed out here now in the physical, because you can't do anything within the soul realm any longer, or King Yeshua's realm, because that's what I'm referring to. If you want to use your religious words to try to control my narrative of the soul liberation. But here, those foul principalities will be out here now. Won't be any more racism or jealousy or feminism. It's just going to be those foul principalities, all 9 of them. No more feminism, racism, foul sexual orientation, or any nerd geek culture, violent gangs, tribes. It'll all be one tribe once again. And those foul principalities once again will be out here. Nor will there be any religions. Nor will there be any Yahweh. And borderline no Yeshua either. But you'll see. And now the environment 6-9. What are they? The 4 fundamental purification emotions. The 4 fundamental purification forces. You follow what I'm saying? The 4 fundamental purification forces, what are they? They are: stop the enemy completely. Don't give him a chance to do anything to you at all. Stop the enemy, whatever stopping appears unto you to be. The only thing something stops is if it's ended though, right? Moving forward. And then destruction is the second thing. Destroying the enemy's foundational grounds in which they are standing upon, and which they are going to keep on driving this chaos towards you all day with. And then taking their power away from them, because their only power they fought for the rights to have is to cause you to fail at everything and suffer to death. Why do you think these single mothers out here are so eager to raise their children alone? They want to raise them to be failures, because that's what the white folk spell wants over you. This world, the entirety of this world, literally shows you every day white folk ruining black folk lives all over it. Oh, you got a different language, you got a different country, you got a different continent, yet you look like the same dang person that's been destroying our lives for the past 6,000 years straight. Where did all these religions come from? Where did all these ideologies and country names come from? China just puts online that it's 5,000 years old within the same time period that these war-bound white folks were born. Every country name that we have, let me just put it to you like this. Everything that they have right now currently, meaning all the so-called white people globally, I know what they really are. Everything these so-called white people have globally is what they stole from us, perverted, and are now using against us. Meaning they took our order and turned it into chaos and gave us the chaos. Why do you think there's a lie and a truth in everything? There's a lie and a truth in everything. You want to know why there's a lie and a truth in everything? Because what they are bringing to us, what they are being obligated to bring to us, wherever they're getting the colonization ideas from, where are they getting the ideas from? Nobody knows, do they? Wherever they're getting these ideas from is taking what our soul truth order is and flipping it into chaos. This is why there's truth in everything. Why you have labels and things to read on your food packages to let you know, or to give you some kind of heads up like, hey, you're eating a trap. That's the soul moving to and throughout us all within this information to try to get us out of this hell. Why do you think you feel some type of way whenever any portion of this hell comes to stack its disgust on top of you? There is an evil, fake, artificial world built on top of our good, truthful, natural world. And it needs to go bye-bye. And the only way it goes bye-bye is by destroying it. And or stopping what's causing it and or pushing it into reality. We know who they are. But do we know why they're doing it? If you knew why they were doing it, not only would you be able to stop them from doing it, but then you'd also build the technologies necessary to travel into the stars maybe, or to travel into the oceans to stop what's causing them to do it. And them being these so-called white people. Moving forward. Now the third thing, after destruction, taking their power away from them. Where are they getting their power from? How can we take something away from them in which we don't even know where it's at or how they even have it in the first place? And then the fourth and final thing for the four, but there's two outside, don't forget. The fourth and final thing is to defend yourselves against them. Defend yourselves against them. Reason why is because the only thing they're going to come at you with is evil and trying to kill you. They want you to fail, suffer, and end. Fail, suffer, and die. Fail, suffer, and die till you do. Fail, suffer, and die. Fail, suffer, and end. Fail, suffer, and end till you do. That's all they want. And who is they? The so-called white people worldwide. But why do they want this for us? If you think it's about the resources, if you think it's about the money, it's not. They need the resources to ensure you fail, suffer, and end. You, as the melanated black man, whatever you want to call yourself, I see you as a low-class Orisha. All of you human beings. Whatever you want to call yourselves, though, all these so-called genetically modified people want to do is see you fail, suffer, and end. So they're using technology to invade and get all the little resources in which they also, by history's right, came with as well. Like I said, genetic modifications being driven to be so stupid and evil. You follow what I'm saying? Here. Defend yourselves against their stupidity and their evil, because they ain't gonna never stop coming at you with it. Next, the two outside, the soul's establishment and evil establishment. Standing on the soul's establishment with those four principles, or with those four fundamental purification forces, is how we use them against the enemy. Standing on the evil establishment with those four fundamental purification forces is how we use them against ourselves. They got us using them against ourselves right now currently. They got us using those four fundamental forces of purification against ourselves. Purifying us of the memories of our natural way so they can replace them with their fake one. Finally, 7 to 9 enemy regulators upon approach, meaning those who you want to defend yourselves against. These are the 7 to 9 things they're going to approach you with, no matter what you want to do. I got it in order now. First one is disrespect, frustrate, humiliate. Last video I said annoy, that was an accident. I replaced the word. Disrespect, frustrate, humiliate, those are the first three. Aggravate, agitate, 4 and 5. And then you got the last two, which will be to provoke you into doing something stupid and evil like they are, and or classify you to be black. When white people or these genetically modified, brainwashed zombies call you black, you should be offended by that. Or you should see the problem in being called what they wish to call you. You should see the problem in it. Because what they want you to have is a problem in you so they can draw the problem out of you. They want to put it in you to draw it out of you. The lie meaning. And once they put it in you to draw it out of you, they'll have a reason to lock you up into all their systems or kill you and say it was just. So in other words, they put the problem in you to give you the fake solution. Real problem, fake solution. The two outside being exploitation and extortion. And now, once again, those 5 soul liberation words are going to be, those 5 soul liberation hierarchies are going to be what we use, or what I'm going to use, since nobody else honestly is going to do it, what I am going to use to apply these games into reality and cause the soul's ideologies to remove you. Who are you? This fake low-class you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This completes Soul Game Saga, Part 4 of Infinity. Cosmic Yahusha Somatic Plane Focus. Somatic Environment Plane Focus. Or Cosmic Yahushas or the Cosmic Souls. Environmental Somatic Plane Focus. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.